here still.
Agent Miko, situation report.
Commander, rebels have seized platform 4. It's gonna be a fight to take it back.
Looks like you're ready for it. Troopers, we're gonna take back that platform and evacuate this moon. And then we're gonna make the rebellion pay.
Yes, Commander. We're with you.
For the Empire!
Yep. Alright, let's do this thing.
The TIE fighters are on the top level, Commander. We won't make it unless we take out every rebel on the ground.
Right.
Then that's what we're gonna do. Agent Hask, you're with me.
Ready when you are.
On my mark.
Is when we're spotted or less.
Shock. Engage!
Shotgun!
Fire!
Rebel Star Walker! Get down! Commander, the rebels have hijacked an ATST.
No, they haven't.
That armor's too strong for blaster.
Enemy officer!
Oh, heavies don't go down like don't go down to easy. Running. So don't let up. The trick is not laying up the not letting go of the trigger. Oh, we're an officers around to get bus. You only went down 3.
Joy, disable them.
This will make me feel better. You're in the back, right? Nope, that's doing nothing. That's fail. One more. Oh no, buses do work in the back, right?
Scout Walker down. I repeat, the ATST is down.
Even with superior firepower, the rebels can't win.
That's because you special forces. Okay, remember, fight for our allies. Where are you shooting at? I see ya.
Just a scratch.
Being punched in the back is just a scratch.
Rebels neutralized.
Okay.
Platform is ours. Get to the lift. Meet me at the top to secure those ties.
Yes, Mom. Copy.
Yeah, like this is gonna be sealed.
Commander, contact on the platform. Enemy forces are sabotaging our ships and preventing an escape.
Take them down and secure the TIE fighters for our escape.
Suppress and extract. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, let's see why the Imperials picked you up. Yeah.
Push forward.
Defend me, you're invincible!
Hack, take the first tie. Get the hooks ready for retreat.
Yes, Commander.
Duck! That took a second. Sorry, that was a mistake. You won the last one. You guys secure it for the rest of the for our allies.
Agent Miko, that's your TIE fighter.
I'll cover you until you escape.
No, leave now. I'm first in, last out.
Taking off, Commander.
I'm right behind you.
No! I misjudged my reload, and I couldn't swap the fire that fast. Portable to affect your shoulder, use that.
Commander, contact on the platform. Enemy forces are sabotaging our ships and preventing an escape.
Take them down, and secure the TIE fighters for our escape.
Suppress and extract. I'm looking forward to it.
Push forward!
Eyes on an officer!
Task, take the first TIE. Get the corpus ready for retreat.
Yes, Commander.
That's one Kyle Cruiser. Remember, it takes a long time to. Well, your health goes so quickly, and it takes a long time to get back. Running. Okay, remember, I have a shield now.
Agent Miko, that's your TIE fighter.
I'll cover you until you escape.
No, leave now. I'm first
Oh, it's
in,
very
last
forgiving.
out.
He is commander after all. Shield up. Oh, why didn't you get my shield up?
Taking off, Commander.
What the? Oh, you got me. Impact grenades default.
Commander, contact on the platform. Enemy forces are sabotaging our ships and preventing an escape.
Take them down, and secure the TIE fighters for our escape.
Suppress and extract. I'm looking forward to it.
Push forward! Task, take the first TIE. Get the corpus ready for retreat.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, you have your shield, you have your gun. Come on.
Cover me!
Gotcha. What the? What we that time? I know it was explosive, but what kind? Not for you. Oh, okay, there's a grenade slot.
Commander, contact on the platform. Enemy forces are sabotaging our ships and preventing an escape.
Take them down, and secure the TIE fighters for our escape.
Suppress and extract. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the thing is you run for some reason instead of having your shield up, which is weird. I guess I could be hitting the control stick while moving to keep the shield up. I'm not sure.
Commander, contact on the platform. Enemy forces are
But yeah,
sabotaging
Battlefront 2
our
is not
ships,
easy.
preventing an escape.
Take them down and secure the TIE fighters for our escape.
Suppress and extract. I'm looking forward to it.
You see, where there was more going on in the Battle of Endor than just you go there, blow up the shield, that's it. I mean, there were 2 fleets engaging, so something had to be happening on the moon. Fire grenade. Been a little too high.
Task, take the first side. Get the corpus ready for retreat.
Yes, Commander. Heavy, watch out!
Thing is once you get a hold of the overheating, you don't have to worry about it much. Oh, those are explosive! That makes sense. I love the TL50, by the way.
Commander, contact on the platform. Enemy forces are sabotaging our ships and preventing an escape.
Take them down and secure the TIE fighters for our escape.
Suppress and extract. I'm looking forward to it. Enemy officer!
Push forward!
Okay. Well, I had my shield up. Or I should have. Yeah, I mean, this is why I prefer Nintendo controllers over Xboxes, because your fingers are already on the right buttons for everything, instead basically to your buttons aren't functional half the time because you're using them for shooting.
Commander, contact on the platform.
Of course, nice as I've got to actually use those buttons, so
Preventing an escape.
Take them down and secure the TIE fighters for our escape.
I just gotta get used to it.
Suppress and extract. I'm looking forward to it.
And the debris. That's just not. That's not the smoke in space. That's not the explosion. That's debris.
Push forward!
Rebel officer ahead!
Task, take the first side. Get the corpus ready for retreat.
Yes, Commander.
I know what's explosive, what's not.
Shields up, droid! Agent Miko, that's your TIE fighter.
I'll cover you until you escape.
No, leave now. I'm first in, last out.
It's just a tie. You won't be able to survive. Grenade to your face. Yeah, I mean, it kinda didn't.
Taking off, Commander.
I'm right behind you.
Your face. I almost blew myself up. Shield. That's so awkward. You literally have to take the finger off the trigger and take your finger off of your usual aim button in order to keep the shield up.
Shock!
That was
Still with us,
close.
Commander.
Starfighter secured. See you up there, Agent.
Let's get up and heal. Okay, climb up top. I'm in. Debris field of Death Star 2. So tides can't break over
The
it.
Admiral created Inferno so something like this wouldn't happen again.
I know. Hard to believe this is all that's left.
Well, it can't blow from the inside. The laser Endor, the Battle of Endor. Force Moon serves Emperor Staging Ground. First time in space, yawing, rolling, and pitching.
This destruction is the true face of the rebellion. It's the reason we've been fighting so long.
Oh, it's reversed.
We tried to make them afraid, we only made them angry.
Someone told me once that rebellions are built on hate. I never stopped believing it.
How are we supposed to fight that?
The Empire will change, just like it did when they destroyed the first Death Star. We adapt or die.
Or you turn into a good guy.
Commander, we have a problem.
What is it, Hask?
The Corvus was damaged by the Death Star explosion. Engines are down, but the crew is making repairs.
Get the rendezvous coordinates from the Admiral.
I mean, here the controls. It's reversed from what I'm used to. And yeah, it's on a completely run stick. Oh, rolls on a completely run stick. Let me change that actually. Let's change it to controls I'm more used to. Legacy. Pitch roll. Throttle, yeah. That's what I'm more used to. The arc kicks the there you go.
Commander,
Oh, that's reversed. That's inverted. Wait.
signals
Oh, it's not
outside
inverted.
the
That's wrong.
field.
Reflect yes.
Any of them Imperial?
Not many. They've either retreated or been destroyed.
Sorry for interrupting them. You kind of need to fly here, and I can't fly with my sticks being weird.
What about the Admiral Star Destroyer?
The Eviscerator is positioned near the Corvus. It appears to be fully functional.
At least Hask isn't alone on the Corvus. We might actually make it out of this alive.
Okay, I'm getting of it. Actually, I liked the for this game. I actually liked looking being flying. And actually, that's not too bad. Yeah, throw on your legacy. Yeah, that's not bad. Wow, we were on the Death Star 2 is huge. Help.
Agent Hask, we're approaching the Corvus. What's the status on the engines?
Ion injector systems at 60%. I'm diverting shield power to reignite the engine systems. Commander, fighters inbound.
Bombers 2, defend the Corvus. It has no shield power.
I just gotta wire my brain for these controls. They're weird, but they work. And they're actually pretty good. First start fighting. Got my first kill, alright, just had to... I'm still learning the controls. Makes sense, I've never really flown TIE fighters before. Especially when they're realistically speeded. The TIE fighters go hundreds of miles an hour, by the way. They don't look it when they're in air because, well, they're in air. They don't have wings in air. And yeah, wings do matter in Star Wars. It's just that they have it's just that they have repulsors to allow unwinged aircraft to fly, which is why the X-wing has wings. They actually use wings to fly in atmosphere. Whenever someone says wings don't help you in space, they're kind of right. However, they're dead wrong at the things that should go in atmosphere or not. And also, wings look cool and you can put stuff on them.
Tearing the Corvus apart.
You can do that with random structure pillars, which you can't put armor on.
That'll show him.
Like, no one questions the wings that Starfleet aircraft have in Star Trek. You know, what you call pylons.
Agent Hask, status report.
We have the rendezvous coordinates, but the crew needs time to repair the engines.
We can make time. Agent Miko, let's take out these bombers.
Oh, well, the TIE Fighter is really weird flying. Of course it is. Oh, which, by the way, the things on the sides
They're done.
are solar panels and heat sinks for the jet blasters.
Commander.
Same thing with the wings on X-wings. They're made to be heat sinks, which is why they separate, is to allow the heat to dissipate. Same reason for why you see these clone fighters.
Ready, Commander.
Picking up more bombers on my scanner.
Okay. Which is the same reason why you see clone fighters separate too. They may be the same company, and also they do the same purpose. They separate to allow the blasters to fire faster, as they can dissipate heat better. Hang of it now.
Good shot. Another bombing run like that, the Corvus is done for, Commander.
Working on. Oh, we only got not much health left. Working on it. TIE Fighter is so weird. Remember, it has two big wings that go up and down. I didn't realize they were already on the Corvus.
Engines are operational, Commander.
Perfect timing. Agent Miko, get to the Corvus. I'm right behind you.
Commander Versio, order your ship to retreat, then join me on the Eviscerator.
Sir?
Classified orders, Commander. I will brief you in person.
Yes, Admiral. Inferno Squad. The Admiral and I will rendezvous with you later.
Understood, Commander.
And we're done. They're getting out of here. There, we'll get to live for another day. Good on them. Battle of Endor. Complete mission. Battle of Endor. Oh wow. HD Star Destroyer. Also close up too. That's not Coruscant. It has two less two less cities. Oh wow.
You wish to see me, sir?
Approach. The Emperor is dead.
So what happens now?
We retaliate, Commander. The Empire will assault the very foundation of the rebels' pathetic belief in themselves. Tell me, Aang, what is the source of their belief?
Hope.
Correct. This messenger's presence is a great honor, one I choose to share with my daughter.
Ah. Your father. An Emerald. Guess who?
Admiral Versio, Operation Cinder is to begin at once. Resistance, rebellion, defiance. These are concepts that cannot be allowed to persist. You are but one of many tools by which these ideas shall be burned away. Heed my messenger. He shall relay you to your target.
Operation Cinder is the last command of our Emperor, and the first step in securing our future. Inferno is crucial to its success.
What's our target, sir?
You are not verified.
He is scary.
That information can wait. for now. Here are your next assignments. They are unusual. But these are unusual times. Go, Commander. Do what you do best.
In preparation for Operation Cinder, we've been ordered to the Fondor shipyards. Agent Hask, you and I will retrieve experimental satellites for the Star Destroyer Dauntless and oversee security for Moff Wraith. Agent Miko, you have the Corvus.
Fondor, Imperial Shipyard. It's kind of small, and then Star Destroyer. It's kind of small. Well, it is small for a shipyard in Star Wars, but Star Destroyer.
We secured the satellites.
Good work, Agent.
Moff Wraith has informed the Admiral that Operation Cinder could proceed as planned.
Attention, attention. Rebel ships have entered Fondor space.
Uh-oh.
All units report to battle stations immediately.
What's the plan, Commander?
Keep this Star Destroyer safe. The rebels can't learn about Operation Cinder.
Yep. We'll play some TIE Fighter up in here. Oh, this is her Star, her Destroyer
Move to
Corvette.
intercept that enemy Corvette.
On your position.
Oh, righty.
Agent,
Oh, I don't know whether I want my pitch and roll on the left stick or right stick, or if I want to keep with the originals. But the thing is I prefer having my yaw and thrust on the same stick. But that could change. But anyway, so yeah, that'll be it. So thanks for watching. Do appreciate watching these video. It means a lot to me. Also means a lot to me to leave a. Whoa, that's old. But no, I'm gonna say thanks for watching this session. Yeah, it means a lot to me. And yeah, so I'm loving the campaign. It's just as good as I thought it was gonna be. It's amazing. And like I said, this is stuff that took place, as you can see, in between the original trilogy and the sequels. Sequels being episodes 7 and 8 and 9. So yeah, I'm loving it. And I'm glad that they did incorporate campaign, and it's a really good one. It's just as good as Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2, which are and Halo 5, which are the recent ones. Which cover a lot of ground, and basically another thing putting into the universe. This is for people that can't get into the universe by multiplayer; they have to get into it by single player, or just want more story and want to have actually a place to look around other than just looking around on empty maps, or in multiplayer where your teammates yelling at you to do something, or getting shot at. That too. But it's amazing, and I'm glad they did include it. And I wasn't disappointed when it wasn't gone. The thing is Battlefront 1 was just basically for DICE and EA to get used to making a making a Star Wars game in the DICE style, which means intensive research, which means lots and lots of money. Remember, Battlefront is a AAA title. The last AAA game to come out for Star Wars, I believe, was Star Wars: The Old Republic by BioWare. That was insanely expensive. That took a lot of time. That was the first MMO to have completely full dialogue. Battlefront 1 was basically the first Star Wars first shooter in a long time with modern day graphics, and third person shooter in a long time with modern day graphics. Well, in a long time, and it did so much. So they were only able to include multiplayer, in just one era. And besides, you don't need multiplayer to enjoy you don't need single player in order to join a multiplayer game. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say single player. You don't need single player to enjoy a multiplayer only game. You don't need tons of unlocks to enjoy a multiplayer only game. Those are just modern concepts. Because the original Battlefields had no campaign. Battlefield didn't get a campaign until, get this, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, which was the console made version, which was a console game made by DICE after Battlefield 2, and then didn't make another campaign until Bad Company 1 and 2, and then skipped. Well, they skipped for Battlefield 1943, and then for 3, 4, and 1. And 1 is where they mastered it. Every DICE made campaign was just trying out. Well, every DICE made campaign for Battlefield was just trying out campaign styles. The only campaign game I know of that DICE made would be Mirror's Edge. Now that was good. That had no dialogue in it really. That was very simple. That was based on earlier first-person shooter concepts of you go into the game and you play it. Also, earlier platformers where you just play a game and then if you get story, fantastic. If not, oh well. And you got story there, fantastic. Same thing with basically in Battlefield, we're just trying out new campaign styles because let's be honest, if you play a Battlefield game, if you play a Battlefront game, you're playing it for multiplayer, not campaign. Campaign is just a nice extra that they're bothering to spend tons of money on when they could be spending on more money adding content which they have to put into DLC or updates later. But they mastered it in They mastered it in Battlefield 1 and made an awesome game. And made an awesome campaign in the Battlefield style, and as well as many other styles. And Battlefront 2, they did it as well. They couldn't do it in Battlefront 1, they did it in Battlefront 2. Exactly, why do people think that EA is going to get rid of, or that Disney's going to get rid of the licensing for Battlefront 2? I have no idea. Sure, there were people saying that they hated it because of one reason, which wasn't even in the game which wasn't even in the game to begin with. I mean, it was in the beta. I mean, it was planned for the beta. People hated it. They took it out. Like how things don't really work in betas because they're reasonable people, DICE is. I mean, that to me is it's more of a baseless rumor, to be honest, but it could happen. I highly doubt it though, because who's making Battlefront? Who's making Star Wars: The Old Republic? Who's making who can make other games? Because EA has tons of properties. As in, Disney doesn't have to go shop for other trustworthy developers like EA. Just like for EA, because EA was already working on the new Battlefront, and EA also had under BioWare the original makers of Star Wars: The Old Republic. People forget that, or don't know it. Probably don't know it because they never look at the beginning things of the game, or just never understand, or never played a game to begin with. Anyway, regardless. Um, they already had and were actively ongoing with Star Wars: The Republic. Because remember, it's an MMO. MMOs don't go away on day one. Any single player game can. Any multiplayer game can. Any multiplayer game with updates can't. Any MMO cannot flat. Period. Because of the servers, at least. Oh, well, any online only game can't really. Any online only game can't really game because of servers. But anyway, but it's here now, and Battlefront 2 is amazing. It's perfect. The best arcade first-person shooter I've ever played. Only downside, it has aim assist. But they can always add an option to get rid of it. I hope they do, just like with Battlefield 1. But no, if you ever wanted to play an arcade shooter, an arcade first-person, third-person shooter, Battlefield 2 is it. If you ever wanted to play a Star Wars game in first person to be immersed in the world instead of being immersed in the past in a MMO which doesn't look as amazing as this, or by people who don't do research or can't do research, they just flat out can't do research and make it as accurate as they can, or if you want to play a game that came out in modern times as opposed to games that come out in older times. Like literally the best, most accurate Star Wars game there was TIE Fighter and X-Wing. Those came out in the 1990s. Those are hardcore simulators. You can't play them with a keyboard, but you should play with a joystick. Whereas Battlefront 2, literally anyone can play it. Literally anyone can sit down and play it. It's not that bad. It's hard. It's still an arcade shooter in the modern day, which means it's not easy. But I guess it's easy. I guess it's easier for most people than Battlefield is, and which gives DICE a series to work on that's arcade because they can't do Medal of Honor for some odd reason. But no, I hope and I envision that Medal of Honor will come back soon in the next couple of years, probably within a decade, I would say. Oh wait, that means 2012, or that means 2 years because it's 2018 right now. I mean, like by 2030 there'll be a new Medal of Honor. They never come out rarely, except aside for the two new ones. Which, by the way, a certain holiday is coming up, and I got plans for the holiday which involve Medal of Honor. A Medal of Honor game I have not done, and which I can do on the 360. Which, if you know your Medal of Honor games, you know there's only one game one game that describes. But we'll get to that when we get to it. Alright, so yeah, that'd be for this session. I'll definitely be doing more as soon as possible. But I want to do something for May the 4th, and I did. Alright, so yep, that'd be for this video. And session, I mean. And I guess, see you in a